The sample preparation of working electrode. What is a working electrode? In corrosion testing, the working electrodes used is a sample of the corroding metal. Since it is hard to inspect the whole metal structure, a smaller sample will be taken to represent the material. Both bare and coated metal can be used as a working electrodes. Depending on the reaction on the electrode, the working electrode can be an anode or a cathode. Choosing a correct working electrode material is essential to create a successful experiment. One of the important factors in selecting the right working electrode is the material should have a favorable redox behavior with the analyte. The electrodes should have a reproducible potential, and fast electron transfer, and no fouling should occur. Besides, it should provide a wide potential range. A different analyte characterization can then be performed. The cost, toxic level, machinability, and convenience of renewing electrode surface are some other factors needed to be considered too. These are some of the advantages and limitations of commonly used electrode materials. Redox reactions, also referred to as oxidation-reduction reactions, involve the loss or gain of electrons. The loss of electrons is called oxidation and the gain of the electrons reduction. Cyclic voltammetry is an important electrochemical experiment that is related to linear voltammetry. A standard electrochemical cell involves 3 electrodes, although 2 and 4 electrode cells are common for different experiments. Okay, now let us see how are we going to prepare the sample for the working electrode. Firstly, a target sample was chosen for investigation and need to be cut according to 2 by 2 cm in dimension. The sample is then need to undergo grinding and polishing processes in order to produce a smooth surface that aids visibility of the outcome that we want. Now it's time to solder a wire to the sample, but we need to be extra precise whilst handling it to avoid the wire from detaching at the surface. After the sample is ready, insert it in a polymer container and pour a mixture of resin and hardener in a 50-50 ratio and leave it for a day. Finally, the working electrode is ready to be tested. To make sure the surface is exposed, we can repeat the polishing process. The potentiodynamic polarization test is one of the applications of working electrodes. The test is carried out to measure the corrosion of the specimen. The potential difference is measured between the working and the reference electrodes. In this illustration, the sample will be the working electrode, with SCE as the reference electrode, and platinum electrode as the counter electrode. They are submerged in 0.5 mol sodium chloride solution. The NOVA software is used to aid in running the test and plotting the Tafel graph. By analyzing and extrapolating the result, the corrosion rates can be obtained.